They say that your surroundings shape your mind. And lately, my mind has been feeling pretty empty. I'm uninspired, unmotivated, and I think it's because of my space. Every software engineer has a space. This is my space. No, not that my space. My space is okay, but it could be better. So, let's redesign it. First, let's start with some sketches. A sketch of what each section of my office could look like. We have my desk, 2 walls, and some empty floor space. Let's start with the floor space. One of my biggest woes is that I have little storage to keep my stuff organized. My camera gear, my electronics, my knickknacks. So let's add a low shelf here, elevated, with some storage boxes. Alright, what about the wall? 1 art print? How about 2? Maybe something a little bit bigger? Nice, that'll work. But what do I want to go in the frames? I have an idea. Meet Sprout. This is my cat. I adopted her recently. She's independent, super fluffy, and she makes for a good coding companion. So long are the days of virtual VS Code pets. Cool, so let's dedicate one of the posters to Sprout. Now, what about the other one? Well, my office studio needs a name. How about Build Studio? Because we're building a community of people who like to build cool things. While we keep going with the sketching, my clone over there will work on designing these posters. Next, we need to tackle my desk, or just this whole area in general. I've tried placing my desk here, and if you see my day in the life, I've tried placing my desk here, but I'm looking for a middle ground option. So why don't we place it here? We also need some upgrades. The rug is one of them. Something more round and with a pop of color. I could also use a cabinet. I have so many miscellaneous items that tend to clutter my work area. So some organization would be nice. I was also thinking about a wall shelf, a tall shelf, and a place to put my pinboard. You know, for decor and quick ideation purposes. And now with this, I have a game plan to redesign my office and create the Build Studio. But before I transformed this room, I needed to do what every meticulous person would do. Research. That meant scouring the internet for items matching my designs, scrolling through 136 listings, and organizing those items into a Notion board. Of course, I couldn't buy everything, but after some short listings, some compromises, and some impulse purchases, I placed the orders. And after 2 weeks, the packages arrived. Uh-oh. But now comes the part that I dread the most. The assembly. I've assembled quite a few pieces of furniture before, and to be honest, I always mess up the steps. A screw goes missing, a part is attached wrong, that doesn't look right, or I accidentally skipped a page in the instructions. Luckily this time, I don't have to do it myself. First, I'm going to start with the shelf. This is a Kalex shelf that I bought from IKEA. It measures 147 by 77 by 39 centimeters. I chose green for a splash of color, and I liked that it had different sized openings, especially these square ones, because now I can add these storage boxes to store my belongings. For an added touch, I wanted to add an underframe to give the shelf some elevation, but sadly, it was sold out. Looks like I'll need to wait a few weeks. Right above the shelf is the wall. For the wall, I'm going to hang up 2 poster frames. Velcro command strips should get the job done. The hard part is getting the frames completely leveled and spaced evenly, but I tend to eyeball things anyways. And when the prints are done, we'll slip them into the frames. A software engineer is nothing without their desk, the foundation that holds everything together. My mouse, my keyboard, my laptop. As per my sketch, I'm going to move my desk into this corner and swap out my rectangle rug with this circle one. Perfect. Well, almost perfect. Now that I picked up a color scheme, the blue accents on my keys is clashing with the green. Let's switch it up. If you've ever changed a mechanical keyboard's keycaps before, you know that this is one of the tedious parts. but with a little patience, the end result might be worth it. Now for a quick clack test. Sounds good to me. But what about the wall above? Well, I've always wanted one of these floating shelves, something to place my knickknacks on. I also have a corkboard gathering dust in my closet, so this is a good chance to hang it up as well. But my desk feels like it's missing something. Where's my monitor? Hey Andrew, there's a package outside and it's got your name on it? A package? So I stepped outside to find a mysterious package waiting for me. A large, mysterious package. And when I looked closer at whom the package was from, things started to make more sense. A few weeks ago, BenQ reached out to me to check out their newly released monitor, the programming monitor, specifically built for developers, for coders. Yes, it has crystal clear resolution, several advanced coding color modes, a nano matte panel, a height adjustable stand, and a 3:2 aspect ratio, allowing me to see more lines of code, scroll less, and build more. And I gotta say, this built-in moon halo backlight is perfect for those long late night coding sessions. And with this monitor, I know that my eyes are safe because of the night hours protection feature, reducing eye strain from staring at my poorly written code for too long. But that's not all. To get the full programming experience, BenQ recommends installing the Display Pilot 2 application. Now you can customize your monitor settings using this widget. I know, I gotta say, this looks like a developer's dream, but what's the catch? Well, as you can expect, more features, better quality, means a higher price point. So it's definitely for those looking for a long-term monitor. But BenQ has given me a code to give you guys free shipping on any purchase of their programming monitor series. And hey, thank you to BenQ for partnering on this video. If we get to 2,000 subscribers, I'd love to do a giveaway. So make sure to subscribe. As my office is coming together, there is still this empty space to fill. So let's add an IKEA Ivar shelf. I often find that I struggle to find shelf space. This gives me more options to store my gear, add some lighting, and decorate a little bit more. I know that it's just a shelf, but I'm excited to see how it changes over time. But my build studio is missing something that's crucial to bring life to the space. Plants. House plants. Non-toxic house plants. This is Palmy. He's a Chamaedorea atrovirens, also known as a cascade palm. He likes the shade, and so do I. Looks like he'll be fitting right in. Luckily, I also have these small pot plants, so we'll add them around the room as well. People often ask me, how do I get shots that look cinematic? Well, the key is lighting. Ironic because I actually don't have a lot of lights, and most of my shots are shot in the dark, giving me this dramatic contrast for shots like these. But I also want to learn how to shoot shots in the light. So my room needs more lights. Small lights, accent lights, and unconventional lights. Hopefully this will make for more interesting shots in the future. Cool, everything seems to be coming together. Time to move the toys into the new space. This is truly the fun part, because I don't have to read instructions on how to build something. I can be creative in the orientations, the configurations, and the combinations. Some might say that your space shouldn't matter, but to me, it's the little things. The things that will give me inspiration, solace for when I'm stressed, and utility for when I need to find what I need when I need it. All that's left is the poster frames. Luckily, the designs are finished, but I still need to print them. Looks like I'll need a bigger printer, and one that prints in color for that matter. With the posters printed and the frames all hung up, I can finally get back to what I love the most. Building projects, making content, and being creative in my new build studio. I can't wait to show you what I'm building next, but of course, I can't end the video without showing you around. So, as always, enjoy the show.